I don't really see a conflict between the real world and online, and I think there's a danger in the same way when radio was prevalent and suddenly television came along, it didn't kill radio. They have very different uses, and I think what's more interesting now is how you can integrate all of the kind of range of showcasing opportunities we have, and as a curator is thinking about how to enhance all of those experiences and showcase the work but also contextualize it as well.
It's not a one-way conversation anymore. Usually within a kind of museum or gallery setting, the curator is kind of setting an agenda, setting a kind of story which is then there for the audience to interpret. But actually with this type of design and these kind of behaviours that people are very aware of and obviously very savvy of, they're expected to be involved in those conversations much, much more than possibly they ever have.
I think, yeah, in some ways, the fact that internet is so open to everyone else is just, it's a better way to vehiculate what you want to say. And before you had to to be trained to get into a school, and then after school you get into a sort of network, and then you get into galleries. And internet in some ways just opens directly.
The whole kind of open source way of producing work is really important. It's about a never-ending conversation, a never-ending discussion, and a never-ending way of kind of making your work better or more interesting.
For me, I get really excited when I see people take our work and do things to it and then post it, because I feel like it's affected them in some way for them to spend time to create their own work. I'm completely fine with that.
Once you just upload whatever artwork on it, you have no control anymore. You get modified, distorted, or it ends up on some Tumblr that you didn't know existed, or some other blog listed as a piece of crap. And yeah, that's the good thing I think about it as well.
I would say that the majority of all inspiration for us stems from or gets enhanced by the web in some way.
Yeah, one of the first things, being formally trained as photographers, even though we're long past that, but I don't know, Pamela and I we didn't really like going to photography galleries. Just show it to me online, you know what I mean? Because it's a still picture, and I don't know, I guess we're homebodies in that case.
Yeah.
I'm definitely part of a transitional generation from analog to digital, and there's only going to be one of those. And I think there's no surprise that things like Facebook and Twitter and Google have come out in the last half decade, and maybe a few years longer than that, because that's the generation that's grown up digitally.
I'm a very kind of future-facing person. I don't find any value in nostalgia. If we look 5 years into the future, you'll get so many different answers back from various people about what it's going to be like. The pace of technology is so fast, and there are so many potential candidates for the next big sort of breakthrough technology that it's really, really difficult to predict. So I never feel limited by what technologies there are available. It's more that it's so difficult to sort of understand which technologies are important. We'll start to see reactive surfaces, tangible interfaces, all these different types of technologies which are now going to come out, which allow us to sort of have everything around us connected.
To learn every day is an amazing thing, and I think the internet allows that.